Hello, everyone, welcome to my channel. Have you ever felt like you need to go to the bathroom, but no matter how hard you try, nothing comes out? Maybe you sit there for 10 minutes, maybe 20, maybe you even feel pressure pain or fullness deep inside, and you start wondering what is happening to my body. Now imagine this gets worse day after day until the stool becomes stuck, and your body simply cannot push it out. This is more common than most people think, especially as people get older, and many seniors suffer silently because they feel embarrassed to talk about it. But today we're going to talk openly about a problem that can become serious if ignored: stool stuck in the rectum, what it really means, why it happens, and most importantly, what you can actually do about it. Many people think constipation and stuck stool are exactly the same thing, but they are not always the same. Constipation can simply mean bowel movements are less frequent or harder than normal, but sometimes constipation becomes severe and the stool becomes trapped in the rectum, almost like a traffic jam that your body cannot clear on its own. Doctors often call this fecal impaction. And while the name sounds scary, the good news is that understanding it early can help prevent bigger problems. Let us imagine a simple example. Picture a dry sponge left in the sun for days. It becomes hard, stiff, and difficult to squeeze. Now imagine something similar happening inside your digestive system. When stool stays too long, the cold in the body keeps pulling water from it, making it dry, hard, and difficult to pass. Over time, it can collect in the rectum and become stuck, almost like a blockage. For seniors, this problem can sneak up quietly. Maybe it starts with skipping one bowel movement, then another, then suddenly there's discomfort, bloating, pressure, or even pain. Many people blame it on age, stress, or food, and continue ignoring the warning signs. But the body usually whispers before it screams. So how do you know if stool may be stuck in the rectum? There are signs your body may already be trying to tell you. First, there is a feeling that you need to go, but cannot, no matter how much effort you use. Second, you may feel pressure or fullness in the lower belly or rectum. Some people describe it like something heavy sitting inside them. Others feel pain while sitting or during bowel movements. One surprising symptom that confuses many people is leaking stool. Yes, sometimes liquid stool may actually leak around the blockage, making people think they have diarrhea, when in reality the opposite problem is happening. There is hard stool trapped inside and softer material is slipping around it. This can be frustrating, confusing, and embarrassing, especially for older adults. Another common sign is stomach bloating, nausea, loss of appetite, or even lower back discomfort, because when waste sits inside too long can affect how the whole body feels. Some people become tired, irritated, or uncomfortable without even realizing the bowel problem may be the cause. Now, you may be wondering, why does this happen in the first place? The answer is usually not just one thing, but several small habits adding up over time. One major reason is not drinking enough water. As we age, the sense of thirst becomes weaker. Many seniors simply do not feel thirsty even when their body needs fluids, and without enough water, stool becomes dry and hard. Another reason is low fiber intake. Think about what happens when meals become mostly soft processed or low in fruits and vegetables. The digestive system slows down. Fiber acts like a gentle broom, helping waste move smoothly through the intestines. Without enough fiber, everything starts moving slower. Lack of movement is another huge reason. Many people spend long hours sitting, whether watching television, resting, or recovering from illness. Movement helps digestion. When the body moves, the intestines also move, but when activity drops, bowel function can slow down too. Certain medications can also play a role. Pain medicines, especially strong ones, iron supplements, some antacids, and even certain medications for blood pressure or depression may increase constipation risk. Sometimes the problem is not food at all, but what someone takes daily without realizing the side effects. Then there is a habit many people never talk about: ignoring the urge to go. Maybe someone is busy. Maybe they do not want to use a public restroom. Maybe they think they can wait later, but repeatedly delaying bowel movements can train the body to stop sending strong signals. Over time, stool stays longer, dries out, and becomes harder to pass. Here is something important. If stool is stuck, forcing too hard is not the answer. Straining excessively may actually make things worse, especially for seniors. It can increase pressure on the body and sometimes even lead to dizziness, hemorrhoids, or discomfort. Instead, the goal is to help the body release stool safely. So what should someone do if this problem happens? First, stay calm. Panic only adds stress and tension to the body. Sometimes mild cases improve with simple steps. Drinking warm fluids can help. Warm water, tea, or soup may gently encourage movement. Eating fiber-rich foods like oatmeal, prunes, pears, vegetables, or whole grains may also help soften stool. Over time, many people have heard about prunes. And yes, there is truth to this old remedy. Prunes contain natural compounds that may help encourage bowel Movements for some people, warm prune juice in the morning, becomes a simple habit that keeps things regular. Gentle movement can also make a surprising difference. Even a slow walk around the house or light stretching may help wake up digestion. Sometimes the body simply needs movement to remind the bowels what to do. There are also over-the-counter stool softeners and gentle laxatives, but this is where people should be careful. Not every product works the same, and using strong laxatives too often can sometimes create new problems, especially if the stool is already severely stuck. If symptoms are serious or lasting, it is important to seek medical advice instead of endlessly trying random products. Now, let us talk honestly about when this problem becomes something you should never ignore. If someone has severe pain, vomiting, cannot pass gas or swelling in the stomach, or goes many days without a bowel movement while feeling very uncomfortable, it may be time to get medical help, because sometimes stool becomes so impacted that professional treatment is needed. And before fear starts taking over, remember, doctors see this problem all the time. There is no shame in getting help. Many people delay treatment out of embarrassment, only to make the problem worse later. Healthcare professionals are there to help, not judge. Sometimes doctors may recommend special treatments to soften and remove impacted stool, depending on how severe things are, but early action usually makes everything easier. The longer stool sits inside, the harder and more uncomfortable it may become. Now, let us talk about prevention, because this is where the real power lies. Imagine never having to worry about this problem again. Because of a few daily habits, one of the best habits is hydration. Try to drink enough water throughout the day, even when not thirsty. Some people find it easier to sip small amounts regularly rather than drinking large amounts at once. Another smart habit is adding fiber gradually, not suddenly, because too much too fast can sometimes cause bloating. Instead, slowly include fruits, vegetables, beans, oats, and whole grains. Meals do not need to become perfect overnight. Small changes matter. Creating a bathroom routine also helps. Many people ignore their natural rhythm, but the digestive system likes routine. For many adults, the best time to try is after breakfast, because eating naturally stimulates the bowels. Sitting calmly for a few minutes without rushing may train the body into better habits. Physical activity matters more than many people realize. This does not mean intense workouts. Even daily walking, stretching, or gentle movement can support digestion in powerful ways. The body was designed to move, and digestion loves movement. Another overlooked tip is paying attention to warning signs. If bowel movements suddenly change or become consistently difficult, do not brush it off as just getting older. Many digestive issues improve faster when addressed early. Here is something comforting to remember. Almost everyone experiences constipation at some point, and many older adults struggle with it more often than they admit. You are not alone. And this problem does not mean something is wrong with you forever. Sometimes the body simply needs a little support, a little patience, and a few smarter habits. Think about your digestive system like a quiet worker behind the scenes. Every single day it processes food, removes waste, and keeps things balanced. But when we stop listening to its signals, problems can build slowly over time. The good news is the body often responds beautifully when given what it needs. If there is one message to take away from today, it is this: never ignore persistent constipation or the feeling that stool may be stuck, especially if symptoms continue or get worse. Embarrassment should never stand in the way of health. The sooner problems are addressed, the easier they usually are to manage. Your body talks to you every single day, sometimes through hunger, sometimes through tiredness, and sometimes through digestion. When something feels different, pay attention, because small signals often prevent bigger problems later. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more simple health tips designed to help you stay informed, feel better, and take care of your body. At every age, remember, healthy habits may seem small, but they often create the biggest changes over time. Stay healthy, stay positive, and I will see you in the next video.